Welcome, ladies and gents, to another exciting episode of JJW Sports Talk. I'm your host, Will the Thrill, and along with me is my tag team partner.
Just Josh. And uh let's talk about this Super Bowl. Um
Hold up. Hold up.
we're gonna get right into it with the Super Bowl because as you saw that was the title for the show. Um I did have it on. I didn't pay attention to fully pay attention to the first half because the first half was god boring. Boring.
Mm-hmm.
Um Second half, a little bit better, a little bit more going on. Definitely not what I was hoping from the game. I was definitely hoping for either more offense or what Seattle's defense just showed up and shut down the Patriots. There's a reason they're called the blackout. Um, but I definitely, especially with the way the first half went, I definitely didn't expect a shutout till the fourth quarter from one team. Either way, I definitely did not see that coming.
I don't think a lot of people saw that coming.
Exactly, and that's just crazy. And I know I've seen people everywhere, all over the place, Facebook, Twitter, different stuff, all complaining about how boring of a game it was. Look, that's what happens. And I know and now everyone's saying that and they're also saying that the Patriots shouldn't have been there. They had an easy schedule. Man, it doesn't matter what the schedule is.
It doesn't matter.
They still have to play and win. It doesn't matter. You still have to play and win to get there. Guess what? They did, and they won the playoff games they should have. They just couldn't win this one. Seattle's defense was just better. And showed up. And May, it's his second year.
Yeah.
He'll be back. They'll be back. Stop hating on him.
I'm with you 100% because it's a tale of two tales. Like from the moment everything rocked out. I mean, I was happy to see Green Day kick everything off. To Coco Jones and the other people who were singing the national anthem and the God Bless America and all that stuff. But it seemed like the Patriots really came out flat. Like they missed their assignments or they weren't ready for it. And I mean, you said it enough. Like the defense is uncanny for the Seattle Seahawks all season long. What's his name? Witherspoon. Witherspoon. If I'm not mistaken, when he was being interviewed, he said that our defense is what we have known for our identity ever since the last Super Bowl with those guys.
Yep.
This group of guys, we worked hard to focus that defense was our backbone. And it definitely shows that defense wins championships. And this game, without a shadow of a doubt, I don't know if Drake May was like really off his game or he was shook or scared, but they attacked those rookie guards and tackles on the Patriots all season long. And for the fact they did set a record, not a good record, but for the quarterback to get sacked more times than anything since Jay Cool did with the Bengals getting sacked that many times. It's just sad, man. Like Maine did everything he could until he started finally running the ball, but not even the offensive player of the year. What's his name? Josh Smith. I know I butchered that part, but I know it's Smith in there. Jackson. He barely played, and offense was more of a running game. I mean, Let's get real. I honestly think Walker the third deserved the MVP, and people were hating on him for it. But he was the only one really producing on the field.
Mm.
27 carries for 135 yards. It was a
And what
smash mouth game.
and what's crazy with that is he's the first running back since Terrell Owen. I mean, Terrell Davis to win the MVP in the Super Bowl.
Yep. That
Which
shows you
was
how long that's been.
Yep, because it's for the longest time it's mostly been the quarterbacks.
Yeah. And I seriously think certain awards do need to be changed around because everything it's not fair for in football because if you think of all the other sports when it comes to a most valuable player, basketball, hockey, we can even go to the soccer as well as baseball. Those all require a team effort to even have a chance to be MVP, but everyone still has a shot at showing who the most valuable player for their team is. In football, 100%, the most important position is going to be the quarterback. And I don't think that's fair that when it comes to an MVP, it's automatically a quarterback. Any other position have to have record breaking or groundbreaking numbers just to even be in the conversation. And I do think the league needs to really look at that and evaluate that. And I'll use last year as an example because Saquon Barkley had a historic year after being with the Giants to coming to Philadelphia. And not to go against Jalen Hurts, because I do like Jalen Hurts. Um, but I personally do think Barkley deserved MVP because a lot of those games and everything has been because of Barkley. Let's be real. Um,
Now, are you talking about season MVP or the Super Bowl MVP?
just MVP award period. It seems like the Super Bowl
Okay.
be the Super Bowl like if the coin flipped, like let's be real, if the coin flipped and the Patriots somehow pulled out the victory, who do you think would have got the award?
Well, it depends. It was hard to.
I'm just
It was,
saying if we flipped it based off the numbers with Drake May with 295 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, he might have gotten the MVP if the Patriots pulled this out.
yeah, but
Despite that, Stevenson was the one running the ball and everything else to get him downfield.
see that's the MVP thing, especially in the super. If you're just looking at the Super Bowl, is very hard. It's just like the finals, where it gets a little bit easier for hockey. In that is it's not based on one game. It's
Right.
based on multiple games. So unfortunately, football makes it a little bit harder because, especially for the I'm saying just for the Super Bowl, just the championship game, is it's harder because that say that running back has that awesome game, but that was the only good game they had. But the quarterback showed up through the whole playoffs. It gets rough, and even if you look at it the other way, that the running back was the star and the quarterback. Either way you look at it, it's hard. For me, it's harder with football to say, "Oh yeah, that person definitely should have been MVP," without fully watching the game. But this year, he definitely. And I see where people argue this year why they didn't think Walker should have got it because they think the kicker should have got it because the kicker was the one he
That
set a
scored all the
record,
points. And I agree.
and he set a record and everything. So I get where they're coming from, but Walker is the one that carried them.
To that point.
The kicker just had to come out and kick a ball. Walker had to get him down the field and get him in that position.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to look for, especially for football. It's very hard because you're looking at one. You're trying to look at one game, where hockey, baseball, everything else has
a series.
Has a series. So you look at the stats of a whole series. and who showed up the most for the whole series. And it's not always just about stats. Maybe it's about who showed up for leadership and put a big hit on, or made that one turnaround, one quick pass, or whatever. Either way, or pitch or strikeout. Like football is a little bit harder. I get why it favors the quarterback, only because the spotlight's always on a quarterback, no matter who it is.
Well, we could also do it like this too.
Not saying it's fair, but I understand why it favors them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I understand. I get where the league and the voters look at it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the spotlight's on them automatically.
Right. But the 9 out of 10, that's why majority of it is all quarterbacks.
Yes, and I don't agree that it should be that way. It should be fair that you just look at everybody.
Right. Especially when it is a one-game performance. You want to know who's going to outperform, because the Seattle, let's be real, Seattle has a lot of people that could have definitely gone up for it. Sam Darnold, I don't want to say him just because he did go 202 yards passing, 19 for 38. He did get sacked one time in that entire game. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the MVP, Kenneth Walker III, he carried the ball 27 times for 135 yards, 5 yards per carry as an average. And his longest yard was the 30. Okay. He was the only one that actually hit double digits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Kupp, second Super Bowl champion. He had 6 receptions for 61 yards. That's not bad. He was really much one of the targets on there. Like I said, Jackson Smith, Nijabad. I know I butchered that. Okay. JSN. There we go. I'll just say JSN.
Yeah,
He's
JSN.
the offensive player of the year. Who only had 4 receptions, 27 yards, but he also did get hit in the beginning of the third that kind of took him out of the rest of the game after that.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, the kicker, Jason Myers, 5 for 5. He is responsible for 17 points out of that 29. So I do see that argument, but let's go for the defense. Ernest Jones IV had 11 total tackles. 10 of those were solo tackles.
Yeah.
So I mean
and unfortunately, it never in football it never favors a defensive player.
I think the only defensive player to ever get something like that was Ray Lewis.
In the Super Bowl, I think you might be right.
I think he was the Super Bowl MVP for them when the Baltimore won it.
He might have been. But because you were saying about the defense, unfortunately, they don't look at the defense much at all for an MVP unless it's a very low scoring game and somebody had like 3 interceptions or
a run back or ran it back.
Most likely, the Super Bowl MVP is going to be an offensive player, and it's usually more times than not it's the QB. Unfortunately, it does, like I said, favors them. I don't agree with it, but playing and stuff, I get it. They're unfortunately you could have. They always look at the quarterback no matter what. They always look at the quarterback as the leader, everything like that. It is what it is. I'm not going to argue with who they chose as MVP. Walker definitely worked his butt off, and
yes, he did.
That. But I get where people are coming from about the kicker. If that would be the only one that I maybe would. That's the only one I could agree with arguing that maybe should have got it instead. But it is what it is. It's done and over. They made their decision. They made their decision. Not everyone's going to agree with it. It's just the way it is. Now I know Seattle's offense will be looking for a new offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I think he
because
said
he is
he's taking that
now
gig.
he is going. He is. They announced it. I think yesterday or today that he is the new head coach of the Las Vegas
Raiders.
Raiders.
The
So
Raiders.
we'll see how he does up there. Congrats on winning your Super Bowl, and let's see what you can do as a head coach.
Yep.
Congrats to the Seahawks. Oh, and this, yes, Dallas Cowboy, ex-Dallas Cowboy, DeMarcus Lawrence won a Super Bowl.
Well,
First, first
I
year
was
after
waiting for
leaving.
you to say that. Yep.
First year after leaving, and his wife was there pregnant. Was due.
Yep.
Could have went in that labor. She was sitting there in the crowd with her doctor, sitting right with her. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you call love and dedication to both of them.
The both of them. Moment to drop, and she was still at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But congrats to the Seahawks, the whole organization.
Yes.
Great job.
Yes.
Also, congrats to the Patriots for making it there, especially after the last 2 years, barely able to win 4 games. You went to the Super Bowl.
It's one of their biggest turnarounds since Detroit's turnaround.
Yep. So let's go.
17-3, I think, was the record that they improved by.
Well, Seattle finished 17-3 completely, like including
Right,
playoffs.
but I mean, including the
New England is 17-4 since they lost the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And they played one more game than the Seahawks because the Seahawks had to bye, the Patriots didn't.
Right.
They had to play the extra game. That's why. When I first saw it too, I had that look. You did like, wait, why is the records? Why is this? Why do they have one more game? But yeah, that's why.
I figured that. All right, let's get to the other part. Okay, that kind of got some controversy. The halftime show. Did you watch it?
Hell yeah, loved it. Loved it. Loved everything about it. Couldn't understand the word he was fucking saying, but I loved it. I got what things meant.
Yeah.
Paid attention. Everything had a meaning. Not saying political or anything, but it all had a meaning, especially to the Puerto Rican community. It had a meaning to them. Like the electric grid, referencing that from Puerto Rico, how bad it is. Even the celebrities that they had guest appearing, because
you actually had to watch them because they were dancing in the mix.
They were very easy to miss. Jessica Alba was there, like
Cardi B was in there.
Pedro Cardi. There was a lot of other ones in there. There's a lot of other ones in there too. But yes, love it. Especially the message at the end on the billboard on the back.
Yep. The same thing he actually said at his when he won his Grammy.
Yep. The only thing stronger than hate is love.
Yep.
And that's 100% truth.
Yep. And I do also like what he did, because from what I heard on Entertainment Tonight is that a married couple asked him to come to the wedding and he said no. And next thing you know, he invited them to the Super Bowl and they did the wedding right there on top of the thing and everything.
Yep. The couple that got married, the one couple, the male and the female couple, because they had a male couple, two female. They had a bunch of couples getting married. But yeah, the one couple, that was awesome.
That was pretty cool to hear that.
And there was a cool meeting also with the guest that he had singing with him, between Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, because you had Canada, America, and South America, which are all America. Let's go. We're all
And
Americans.
Ricky Martin still looks great.
I got that, but that man was so dark, so tan.
uh, it was just entertaining, and
Yes, I thought it was a great show. Like I said, I couldn't understand him because he did it in Spanish, but you know
yeah,
what? The music still had me moving, and just the show was just fun to watch.
yeah,
It was just fun to
yeah.
watch,
The only gripe
especially
is
playing.
the only gripe I would have is that, you know, yes, Bad Bunny is like an international phenomenon star or anything, but the thing is, he's also not like how Pitbull is. Pitbull can do Spanish as well as American, and of course, a lot of his hits are huge. I personally would have liked it being since it's being in San Francisco, them get like one of the bands from San Francisco. There's a lot of top artists that are from San Francisco or anything like that. But I get the message, and I did. And plus, like I said, there is some songs of Bad Bunny I definitely do know of. So it's not like I'm just bashing on it. Just the way how the world is, and how there's a lot of people that are griping about it because he wasn't speaking American. You're in America speaking that type of forte. I hate that aspect of it, but for something as huge as like the Super Bowl, those are when you get like those phenomenal talents to do it.
And he is one. He's the top one of pretty much the top talent in the world right now. He just won every award possible.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and like how you were saying with the bands of the look where, unfortunately, that's what everyone keeps saying. Oh, we need a rock band. We haven't had rock. There's no good rock bands right now that people want to see. And I'm talking
Taylor
about
Swift.
not
I just wanted to see your reaction on that.
someone fire this guy. And I get where people are coming from, where they want something because it's been a lot of hip hop-ish. What hip hop? We lost them. I lost them. I didn't mean to get fired. Oh, what the hell did he do? But no, yeah, Puerto Rico, and that's the thing. Puerto Rico is part of America, and that people forget. Also, yes, but I lost him, so I lost my track.
I hit something and something threw me off.
You fired yourself.
Yeah,
I was only joking.
I think I did on that one.
No,
but the thing is, he
gave
a message. He gave a message. It was a good message, because he is trying to do more about love and stop dividing. Everyone needs to just stop fucking dividing everything and just focus on the positive and good. We nitpick so much on other dumb shit. It just infuriates everything out and causes a big uproar. Who gives a crap? I'm sorry, Josh, but it just pisses me off that some people had to nitpick it and destroy what Bad Bunny did. People need to just look at it as an artist aspect of it and stop putting religion and belief into it. There's enough fucking hate going around. We need to just fucking love one another and stop preaching it and just fucking do it. It's upsetting, man. It's upsetting.
Deadhead said it while you fired yourself. That people forget that Puerto Rico is part of America.
Thank you.
They forget that. Yes, they do speak Spanish, but they are part of them. They are part of America. They're not a state, but they are part of America. They're still their own little thing, but they're part of America. Look, the people some people forgetting it, and this also is why some people don't like that bid who's been picked over the last few years. Jay-Z picks the halftime show. Jay-Z's in charge of that.
Jay-Z's the one that did this.
And Jay-Z is a
Rock
genius,
Nation.
is a genius businessman. He knows what's going to draw and what is hot. Bad Bunny is hot. He's been hot the last few years. Boom. Why not have him be there?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Right now, the pop, hip hop, whatever, like that genre is what's the mainstream audience right now. Not rock bands. It's not. There's not that rock. There's not them kind of rock bands right now, which is why it's been so much of the more of the R&B, hip hop ish music over the last few years, because that's just where the industry is right now.
Mm-hmm.
It'll switch. It always does. Give it a few years. It makes its rounds. It's always been like that. Go back and watch the history of the Super Bowl half times. It goes through periods. Get over it.
You said
Go
it.
watch.
Get over it.
You don't want to watch them? You don't want to watch whatever's going on? Turn it off. You don't have to watch it. Change the channel. Come back when the game comes back. It is what it is. Don't like it? Don't watch it. Just like when people bitch about wrestling stuff. Don't like it? Don't watch it. Don't like wrestling? Don't watch it. Don't like the violence? Don't watch it.
Reggaeton.
Don't like UFC because of all the violence and blood? Don't watch it. No one's making you watch it. Other people like to watch it. You don't have to. Not everybody's going to.
No.
All right, let's get off that.
All right. No hockey due to the Winter Olympics.
No NHL at all. The men don't play the first game until tomorrow. And the women just finished the preliminaries tomorrow, and then on the 12th start the actual rounds, the games that start putting you a medal in position and stuff. So next week we'll have a lot more information on that, a lot more to talk about. Unfortunately, like I said, not much going on right now. But Speaking of the Olympics, there is a lot of controversy going on over there right now because people's medals are falling apart as soon as they get them.
Are you saying cheap material?
Oh, hell yeah. The one lady, I think skater, or no, it might have been a skier, got her medal, and while on the stand, it broke off the rope, like off the little chain thing and everything. And yeah, it's just horrible. This happened the last Summer Olympics too. They had problems with the medals. They had to replace a whole bunch of medals and stuff because they were just garbage. No, I don't like to watch figure skating.
But that's something, yeah, that's a problem.
Yes. So we'll see what happens in the future with that. More comes out of it. We'll see. But as of right now, like I said, with the men's hockey, there's nothing to talk about. They don't start the preliminaries till tomorrow. That just starts getting them placed in their brackets. And they don't actually start playing games until I think the first real games are like Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that on next week's show, definitely. Baseball, spring training started today. Phillies actually was their first full day of spring training, I believe, or was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
I know I looked at the thing and I couldn't remember if it was yesterday or today. I read it.
It was yesterday. They it's mostly always the pitchers that get down there first with the catchers and stuff, so they get loose, and then later, then they all get really started into the swing of things, splitting their teams up so they could see who's gonna do what. Yeah, spring training is among us, ladies and gents. Too bad unless we're in Florida, can't enjoy that beautiful weather.
Yep. And it's been a little chilly down there for Florida weather, so it hasn't been that much. It's been like, well, it's cold for them, but for us, it'd be nice. Like, it's been like 40, 50 degrees down there over the
Yeah,
last couple weeks on and
that's
off.
still nice though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. To them, they're like, oh, it's so cold. Us, we're like, man, where's my shorts? But yeah, so baseball will be really starting the 20th. They start the preseason games really start showing up. So we can move on to basketball. And I don't know if she's here. I don't know if she's here, but announced 2 hours ago. LeBron James' streak is now over. He is not playing in the All-Star game.
Yep.
Hurt his foot. Something about his foot. He's uneligible to play in the All-Star game.
Which is this weekend, ladies and gents. All-Star weekend is on Valentine's Day weekend. The 15th is when the All-Star game itself is. Skills and everything else on Saturday, like 3-point contest, slam dunk, and everything else. And then Friday, you got the Rising Star Challenge, where it's the rookies and sophomores broken up into teams with captains such as Austin Rivers, who has the G League team. Carmelo has a team. Tracy McGrady had a team, as well as Vince Carter. And I think I said the three. Yeah.
So they're on break right now. No, they're playing tonight.
No, they're playing tonight. We have several games tonight. We have the Indiana Pacers traveling to Madison Square Garden to take on the New York Knicks. That's at 7:30. Game probably just started. At 8 o'clock, for those who are interested on NBA TV, you have the Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Dallas Mavericks traveling to Phoenix to take on the Suns, and at 10:30 on NBA TV, the San Antonio Spurs take on the Lakers, who don't have Luka, Austin Reeves, or LeBron playing tonight. So that should be an interesting twist. Those are the games. Detroit Pistons still leads the Eastern Conference, followed by the Knicks in second, Celtics in third. The new ramped Cavaliers are in fourth place. The Raptors are in fifth. Even though the Sixers lost last night, they're still in the sixth spot. In the West, Oklahoma City Thunder, 41-13, still top dogs in the West with the Spurs hot on their tail. In second, Denver Nuggets in third, the Rockets in fourth, Lakers in fifth, and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the sixth spot. That is your NBA news. As Josh mentioned, LeBron streak comes to an end at the All-Star game. Yeah.
Well, I know what Thursday was the deadline, so there was a lot of trades at the deadline.
Yeah. Yeah. Some questionable. Most of the trades and everything were done to keep them under the apron. Very seldom moves for pieces. Like the Sixers made a couple bonehead moves. Like they got rid of Jared McCain for a few draft picks in the place to send him to Oklahoma City Thunder. As much as Daryl Morey said he was hoping to use those trades to get a key player back, and no, he didn't do that. So we got a whole mess of draft picks for this upcoming draft. So see how that goes. A lot of first round and several second round picks, mostly second round picks that the Sixers made. The Chicago Bulls made a lot of questionable deals. Detroit made a couple deals here and there. And the big trade for Cleveland that they got James Harden for trading Darius Garland. I guess him and Devin Booker, Devin Mitchell didn't work well in Cleveland. So not a lot of moves to be like, yay, okay. No, it was all to avoid this news apron aspect.
And now, so because it's talking about the trade deadline, NHL is like we know is at the Olympics now. When they come back from the Olympics, which I think is after the 20th, I could be wrong on the date. It will be trade deadline coming up, so that'll be fun. And NHL is usually fun to watch. So I don't know if it'll be. It definitely won't be next week's show. It'll probably be the week after. It'll probably be maybe that week or the week after. The next couple of weeks will be trade deadline, so I'll be having a lot of probably have a lot of NHL news coming up for the NHL fans. Definitely will be touching on all of them trades when that goes down there. Like I said, trade deadline's usually fun in the NHL.
Always fun in the NHL.
WNBA still at a stalemate. They are talking. Neither side's budging on the money. They've negotiated some other stuff that's not money wise, but like some of the living, help the teams helping with living and stuff, especially for like the younger teams, like the younger players. I mean, like the rookies and stuff to help them in their first few years, stuff like that. So that's a plus that at least something's moving, but the thing that matters the most is not moving. So that's the bad part.
Yeah.
The money and the revenue, all that is
questionable.
Not budging. Not even. Nothing was even offered this call the other day. So we'll see how this all goes. But at least they're talking. That's always a plus because most of January they didn't talk. So the last couple of weeks they've had talks, which is good. That's a plus. That's better than nothing. Still not good because they're still not moving, but better than not talking at all.
Not budging.
Nope, not budging at all.
Well, they better come up with something because the season starts in what, 3 months?
Give or take, but you also got to remember they still got free agency they got to get through, draft they got to get through. No, the draft's not till like end of April anyway.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's April because they got March Madness.
Yeah, it's like it's literally like a week after March Madness. Ends.
Yeah.
So they still have that, but free agency usually is usually already started. So and they put a hold on all that. So whenever it does, hopefully they figure it out. Hope it's gonna be fun to watch that free agency because that's gonna be a quick stuff flying because of it starting so late. You know, teams are gonna be in a rush to get players and figure everything out. So that might be fun to watch. But other than that, nothing else new with WNBA. I know people are probably tired of hearing me talk about it every week, but
no, I mean
we have to. If we don't talk about it, nobody knows.
Right.
Got to keep the eyes on it.
And plus,
and show support.
And that's the main thing, the show support.
All right. I support them 100%. I do.
Now make it believable.
No, I do 100% support them because they deserve the money. If you really read into it and read all what they actually get, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's just bad. I was trying to get it to refocus.
Oh, I thought you were just putting the palm in your hand.
No, my camera went wacky for a second. But no, I do. I believe they deserve their money to get. They put their body on the line just like any other, just like a male athlete. They deserve to get paid.
No, they don't.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Oh, I was just being a stinker.
Oh, I know.
Go ahead, say it with your chest now.
No, I don't know. I just don't know what else. What else? Got anything to talk about?
You know what? You know what? Let's dive into this because I want to say this. Now, did you turn the channel or anything, or did you sit there through the whole Super Bowl or stuff like that?
Oh, I had it on 12 o'clock. I didn't turn it on right at 12 o'clock. It was like 1 o'clock. I turned NBC on and just left it on all day. Did I
Okay.
watch? Was I paying attention? No.
No.
Most of
Okay.
the time, especially not until the game started.
All right. The reason why I asked you that and said what I said is because, like, I for one love the commercials.
Which for the most part were horrible this year.
And that's what I was going to say, man. I was kind of disappointed with it. I will think it was funny. It was funny, but not funny because it is something that, well, someone like me should do. About your prostate, get your blood work and everything else with the tight ends. I thought that was kind of funny in a way, especially when they tightened their butts because it was all tight ends. That was
Yeah.
that I thought that was clever. I like the horse and the eagle surprisingly for Budweiser or Bud Light.
Bud always has the good one with the horses every year.
That was special. And
They
the
always
fact that
find
they
it.
had the horse and the eagle on each other at the gate.
They always find a way to do something cool with the horse, with the dog, and all that. They always find something cool and different to do every year.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. And I don't even drink, but their commercials still cool.
I like the Chris Helmsworth one about the AI.
Oh, I did see that one. Yeah.
How he was trying to tell his wife, where you actually got to see his wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you saying you can't trust AI? You never know what it could do, and all the scenarios he came up with until she mentioned a massage, and he was like, "Wait, you could book those?"
Yeah.
Movie trailers. I was kind of bummed with. I was looking for something like, ah, but
Well,
there is a new Minions coming out.
yeah, I didn't see most of them because I didn't fully pay attention to commercials because after I saw a couple of them and I was disappointed, I was like, I don't even care. I know Marvel and DC both came out before the Super Bowl and said they weren't paying for the expensive spot.
And they didn't.
Which the Supergirl one surprises me more that they didn't want to push that because that comes out sooner.
Yeah.
Then Avengers, I get why Avengers wouldn't want to do it, especially since they just did all them teaser trailers.
Mini teasers. Yep.
So I get why they didn't do it because they just did that campaign. But I definitely was surprised DC and James Gunn didn't want to push Supergirl more, especially with what you just revealed, Lobo.
Yep. Jason Momoa as Lobo.
The perfect person to play him. The perfect person to play Lobo.
Shoot, I don't even think he needed makeup for this part.
For the most part, no. As I'm saying, like he's perfect for it, and I know it's something he's been trying to get for years.
It's just funny because when he auditioned for
Aquaman.
a DC Aquaman, that's the role he thought he was going for.
Yep, he didn't know who Aquaman was. Nope. He didn't really know much about Aquaman. He knew about Lobo and loved Lobo and was like here DC, and they were and he went, yeah, okay, and ended up becoming Aquaman, which he did a good job. I like him as Aquaman, but I get
him being cast as Aquaman really helped save that character because it showed that he was more than just the man that could talk to fish.
Yes.
And of course, he brought a lot of ladies' eyes to the hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you actually get to see how he really is because he'll be the main man. Yeah, I can't talk Pete.
And he's I know there's already talks of a solo Lobo movie in the
This is
works.
just to get him in the character. And the thing is that James Gunn did make crystal clear is that if you're a character and you're in live action, he can still use that character in an animation film and it will be voiced by that actor. So you're going to see him, he's going to play a character regardless until his contract is up. And
But
for
yeah,
those who don't know what I'm talking about, saying like we're talking about Jason Momoa as Lobo. If James Gunn wants to use Lobo in an animated film, Jason Momoa will voice that character, and it will look like what you saw
his
on the
version.
screen.
Yeah, his version of Lobo. Yes.
Yep, he's trying to keep everything legit, pretty much follow the rules of Marvel, except Marvel has certain contract people that they
Yeah, but
got to get.
not that we want to get off track talking about all those movie stuff, but
No, it's fine because it's a
No.
discussion. We're talking about commercials,
no, I know, but I'm just
Super
saying,
Bowl commercials.
because I can go deep into that, especially when you start talking about comic books, movies.
Oh,
and
we
stuff.
could go at it, Josh. This is
No,
a
no.
talk. It don't gotta always be sports. It's talk.
But we don't want to go. Yeah, I don't want to go that far into movie stuff. But no, it was definitely, as a fan of like watching commercials and definitely looking forward to for movie trailers. Not a great year for it.
No. They all did like very small teasers, like the Super Mario Galaxy, the next Super Mario movie.
Yeah, introducing Yoshi and stuff. Yep.
Yeah, and the baby Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is taking his character from that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and they're doing
Yeah,
like a
Another
sequel
movie.
type deal.
Yep. Which that movie was good. So, and they're usually good movies. The first
Yeah.
one was good. So,
As long as he doesn't fight Bruce Lee again.
yeah, that was.
Then the Dunk Kings. Ben Affleck tried to push that back again. I thought that was funny. Hey, he grabbed people from Friends and Seinfeld.
No. Just no.
Just had
Wait.
to say it.
Yeah, I would say the Super Bowl overall experience this year was okay.
It was just okay.
The game was especially the first half. Halftime show was great, but commercials and everything was You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I say as an overall experience, it was okay. Like halftime show was great. The game had its moments, but the commercials and like usually the commercials and stuff try to kind of save it, and it didn't this year.
It didn't this year. We can actually say that it didn't this year.
And that's why I say this year is kind of like, other than the Bad Bunny thing, it's not. I don't think I'll remember much about it, other than the halftime show, which was, like I said, a great show. Shut up, Deadhead. Just because you don't like movies and watching anything doesn't mean other people don't. But yeah, just not a great showing this year.
No.
And I get it, especially with the commercials. I get it. It is for a 10-second commercial. Do you know how much it is for Super Bowl?
A lot of money.
Over $5 million.
Holy crap, man.
For 10 seconds. So like a movie trailer that's usually a minute and a half costs a company almost over $20 million for one, just to show it once.
Well, most likely, I mean, it's because of the views that the Super Bowl get, and that's probably why there's so much.
No, and I get that, but I get why Marvel and that didn't want to put
put that
The
money
money-
down for it.
Put the money out this year for
And
it.
plus, it's also a new CEO that's going to be running Disney now too. So not many people are aware of what his ideas will be. Oh, and they did do one. You can't rule out. They did do one. Disney did do one. The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Well, yeah, Disney, Marvel is part of Disney, but Marvel is also separate. Like,
Yeah.
because it's
Well,
movie
they can't
companies,
do nothing unless Disney allows it. But
but Marvel, it's its own division of
yeah,
Disney.
Marvel didn't do nothing, but the Star Wars branch of Disney did.
Yes, Disney did
promote-
something. Disney did that, but Marvel did not promote their stuff.
No.
But I am looking forward to The Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah.
Because the Mandalorian is just a great show.
And that's why they didn't do another season of it. They just said it's good enough to do a movie. And I think this is actually its final one too, which is why they're doing a movie.
Yeah, because they're wrapping it up. Yeah,
They're wrapping it up.
which sucks.
It does.
Just like it sucks that we only got Boba Fett book 1, and that's all we're gonna get.
Which is a shame. I actually liked that one because you took one of the baddest characters and you went in the future with his story and showed that his views changed a bit, but he's still dangerous.
Not really the future. You know, in the future, because it takes place after everyone thought he died. It's not really the future. It's still within the timeline.
I thought it was in the future because, I mean, he's old.
It's the future from when last time we saw him, because everyone thought he was dead.
Right.
Everyone thought he got ate by the same thing. But in the timeline of Star Wars, it's not the future.
But you remember, he also spent time with the Sand People.
Yes, but remember, because he's with he runs into the Mandalorian and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not the future. The Mandalorian's not the future. If you look, it depends on the way you look at the timeline.
Well, come on now, because remember, everyone was calling Grogu Baby Yoda for the longest because he didn't have a name.
Yeah, and nobody knows the race. They just know it as Yoda. But what I'm saying, but even the Mandalorian takes place before, before episodes 7, 8, and 9, I believe.
No, it's after that. It is after that because when Luke makes his appearance, he's trying to rebuild the Jedi Order, which is why when he said, "Let me take him to train him."
That's what I'm saying. So it takes place before 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 is with Reign. It takes place before Reign's story.
You're right. Yeah.
But it takes place after Luke's main story.
Yeah.
But before Reign.
After Return of the Jedi, it's that gap between.
Yes, exactly. So therefore, it's not the future. That's right in the timeline. But I get what you say, because the last time we see him, he's young, and then he's old. I get it, but technically, it's the right timeline.
The actor himself is old because it is the same actor who played all the other clones. Like, yeah, he played all the other clones because Boba Fett is a clone.
but he's not even the original. Well, that's not the original Boba Fett.
No,
that was just the one they switched when they did the 1, 2, episodes
1 and 2,
1, 2, and 3. And they needed somebody, and they used him. And he's great. I like him. It sucks that we're not gonna get book 2 and stuff. More Boba Fett, because that was a good one.
Boba Fett, it was a good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I mean, he took on the Hutt,
and they left it on a cliffhanger. I want to know what happened.
You know, another good one too was the Obi-Wan story.
Yes, that was good, but I get why that's one season and done.
Yeah, but
it's closure. But there's always
possibility
they could do something else down the line.
And they are, because they're doing a movie with what's his name? Oh my goodness. I'm drawing a blank. Drawing a blank. I'm trying to nerd out and I can't. From Clone Wars, the animated, they're doing it in that format with
Darth Maul in that, right?
Darth Maul, yeah. It's
Yeah,
called the Darth Maul story.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
going to be good.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch the Clone Wars series and stuff, so I don't know much about that.
Ooh, it's good, Josh. It's good.
It's on my list to get to, like literally on my watch list on Disney and that to get to. It's just I haven't gotten to it yet, and I know it's a lot of seasons,
Mm-hmm.
so it's something I got to be ready to like put the time in.
But
And I'm
it's
not.
good. Just let you
No,
know it's
no,
good.
I know that. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and that's why I want to watch it because I haven't watched any really of the animated series stuff from Star Wars, like Clone Wars or the Rebels and stuff. I've watched most of the live action stuff. I do got to watch Asuka. I've watched.
Ahsoka.
I mean Ahsoka. Yeah, I haven't watched Ahsoka's live action yet, but I
Oh,
but I don't
Josh.
I don't want to watch that though until I watch some of the Clone Wars and stuff because I know she's a big character in that with a lot
Yeah.
of her back with her story that they don't talk
Yeah,
about
because you
in the
got to
live
do that
action.
in Star Wars Rebels because they did throw a lot of the Star Wars Rebel characters in her story
Exactly.
because they crossed in that aspect.
And that's why I haven't watched that one yet because I know that it goes to a lot of stuff I haven't watched it that I need to watch to understand a lot of it. So I'm working my way there.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap it up with this one. Thank you for hanging out with us, chit chatting, and all the good jazz.
And as always, hit that like button,
Comment
subscribe, and subscribe.
and
Hit that bell
subscribe.
and hit the bell so you know when we post stuff. And we're live every Tuesday as always. On that note, like you said, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm just Josh.
And I'm Will the Thrill.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Next one.
Peace.